So let me ask you this. Are you being assaulted? Yeah, I mean assaulted in our thought lives. And if you say no, I doubt that sometime this week thoughts haven't entered your mind that weren't good, right, true, noble. We all get assaulted. Sometimes it's from our own insecurities, sometimes it's from comparison, sometimes it's straight up from the enemy of our souls who's an opportunist. You know, those thoughts that you're not good enough, you're not quite enough, or they think this of you, or all those things we get bombarded with. And as I said before, the enemy is an opportunist. Y'all guys, if you've heard HALT before, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, yeah, that's when he strikes every time. Usually for me, it's hungry. I get hangry, and then the enemy comes in. I need to have a snack and get back in the Word. But that's what we're going to talk about today is what to do when you get assaulted. Yes, read Ephesians 6, and Ephesians 6 is great about taking up the full armor of God and having what you need to do warfare against these thoughts that bombard us, because the more we entertain them, the worse they get. But I'm going to also talk to you about taking every thought captive. What does that mean? In 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5, it says, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. Because we can't help it sometimes when thoughts come at us. We can help how long we entertain that thought and whether or not we choose to combat it with truth. So, y'all, I've gone through a season where I had thoughts assault me a lot. I had to deal with not being able to have children again. And the thoughts that came at me were horrible, and they were straight from the pit of hell. And often they would come when I thought I was fine. I thought I'd gotten over some things. I thought I'd grown past things, and then wham, a thought would come. And I've had to learn to be in the Word, because if you don't have the Word with you and ready, it's like you've put your weapon down and you're not ready. So when those thoughts come at you, I want you guys to picture this. For me, it was so great to picture because it was kind of like I was at one of those whack-a-mole machines at Chuck E. Cheese. Because out of nowhere, boom, those little things pop up, boom. And you have to have the mallet in your hand. And you have to say, no, that's not what the Word says. The Word says, I'm accepted in the Beloved. The Word says that Christ did the finished work. The Word says this, because they keep popping up, sometimes out of the blue. And you have to be in the Word. So I challenge you, get in the Word today. Show God, you know what? Lord, you know what thoughts are assaulting me. Where do I need to get in the Word? Where do I need to shore up my defenses so that I'm ready when that whack-a-mole pops up and I can go, but the truth of what my God says is this, and combat it. Don't entertain it. It takes you down a bad road. Have the Word of truth and move forward in power. We're cheering you on. See you next week.